MMPC 11, Social Processes and Behavioral Issues. This is a course where we examine individual and group behavior, social processes, diversity, emotional and organizational dynamics, and things like that. This course is part of second semester and it is therefore relevant to students pursuing MBA in any specialization from IGNOU. It has a total of 15 units that are divided into 4 blocks, but when it comes to your term and examination, not all parts of the syllabus carry the same weight. I will be walking you through the most important units and sections of MMPC 11 so that you can focus your efforts where it matters the most. We will be starting with the most important units and sections first, followed by the medium and the low priority ones. So coming to the most important units of MMPC 11, I will say Unit 4, Unit 5, then Unit 8, Unit 9, and Unit 15. These are the 5 most important units of MMPC 11. In that also, I can help you narrow down the sections for some of them, like mm, Unit 4, I can say 4.1, 4.1, 4.2, 4.5, 4.7, 4.8, and yeah, 4.11 and 4.12 you can consider as much very important. So study all these first before studying all the other sections of of Unit 4. Okay. Similarly, Unit 5, that is learning and behavioral modification. In this, focus on 5.1, 5.4, 5.5, 5.9, 5.11 and 5.12 first before going for any other section. From Unit 8, Group Dynamics and Team Building, focus on 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, 8.5, 8.6 and 8.7. So basically 8.2 through 8.7 all are important. From Unit 9, that is conflict and negotiation strategies, I will say 9.1, 9.4, 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9, 9.11, 9.16. So most sections are here. If you are really tight on time, then focus on these. Otherwise, study all the sections. That will be much easier, I think. From Unit 15, that is positive approaches to work behavior, you can focus on 15.1, 15.4, 15.5, 15.6, 15.7, 15.8 and 15.9. Okay, so these are the high importance units and the frequently asked sections of those units. Now, going to the medium importance. So we have around 4 units that are of medium importance, including Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 10, and Unit 11. Let us look at the frequently asked sections from these. Unit 1 is the overall introductory unit. It talks about the concept of organizational behavior, right? From this, Unit 1, Section 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5 are of more priority than other sections. From Unit 2, Approaches to Organizational Behavior, 2.2, 2.3, and 2.6 are more important than other sections of this unit. From Unit 10, that is Job Stress, focus on 10.3, 10.4, 10.5 and 10.6. From Unit 11, Employee Empowerment, focus on 11.2, 11.4, 11.5. Okay, now coming to the low importance. Most of the other units are low importance, including Unit 3, Unit 7, then what? Unit 6, Unit Unit 12 and Unit 13. Okay, these 5 units are of low priority, meaning questions have been asked from these units, but not as much as what we have seen from high or medium priority units. Okay, from Unit 3, focus on 3.2 and 3.3 first, then move on, then only move on to other sections of this unit. Okay. Similarly, from Unit 7, that is motivation, focus on 7.3 and 7.5 first before you move on to other sections. But the thing is, if you can have a overall understanding of Unit 7, then it will be much beneficial for you, because this is an important unit, from not just your term and examination perspective, but also from your future subjects perspective. Okay, future semesters perspective. Coming to Unit 6, perception and attribution, focus at least on 6.3, 6.4, 6.8, and 6.9. From Unit 12, that is organizational citizenship behavior, at least focus on 12.2, 12.4, and 12.6. From unit number 13, evolution of organizational behavior, at least focus on 13.1 and 13.2 before you move on to any other section. Okay. Now, case study type of questions have been asked in the past. So, only if you have time, then prepare for it as well. Any unit or section that has not yet been covered uh, in this video has not been part of any term and examination question paper yet. So I'm not telling you that this is a license for you to, skip those. What I'm telling is, skim through those depending on how much time you have got after you go through the high, medium, and low priority sections. Now, why I say this is because I want to make sure that in case a question comes from the not so commonly asked sections also, you should be able to write something. Okay, at least you should be able to beat around the correct bush. That's why I'm saying skim through, don't skip anything. But of course, make sure that you manage your time well before your term and examination. And that is the reason why I am putting out this video, this exam focus video, this early into the semester as well, so that you have ample time to plan and study. Okay. Now, before we wrap up, for those of you who are looking at Anu's classroom video for the first time, this is for you. Those of you who have been following me from some time, you know the drill already. So please bear with me. For those of you newbies, you are aware already, you have written your first semester exam, so you know that IGNOU only provides you a single answer booklet. So the question with in front of us is how to make sure we make the most out of that booklet. And by most out of that booklet means how to get the maximum marks. Right. So my general rule of thumb is, for essay questions, 1 page per 5 marks. So 20 marks means 4 pages. If you are not able to fill up 4 pages, then at least cover 500 to 600 words. Say, for example, if you have a very small handwriting and all, go with the word limit. And if you can't reach that word count, write whatever you can. Okay, how much ever you can, please write it down. If you have very large handwriting, on the other hand, make sure you write down the most important points first before beating around the bush and trying to reach the word count. Okay. And also, while you're writing answers for essay questions, make sure that you start with an introduction, then move on to the main content, and finally wind up with the conclusion, as in give a section wise format. Okay. And even if it is not asked, if you know any example that you can relate to for the particular question asked, even if it is not explicitly asked to give or illustrate with examples and all, write an example. It will help you reach the page or the word count also. And if it is possible, you can illustrate your key points using a diagram or summarize points using a table. But the bare minimum is, please at least use bullet points and this section wise division format. Before you appear for your term and examination, it is a good idea to get your hands on as many past year question papers as possible and go through them. Go through the questions and try to figure out what all we have to write, the main points that we have to write for those questions answers, because IGNOU has a tendency to cut and paste previous year question papers to this year's exam. So if you are lucky, you might get a couple of questions from the past term and examination as well. As for the exact format of the upcoming term and examination, only IGNOU can say for sure. It is no use asking me. Why? Because question paper formats do change from time to time. Unless someone has an insider in IGNOU who can leak that information, I don't think anybody can say it for sure. Like 100% guarantee, nobody will be able to give you. It is just luck. So That is the thing. Okay, but don't let that bother you. What I want you to do is focus on what we can control, and what we can control is we can study these high, medium, and low priority sections and make it thorough, right? That is something that we can control. So do that, and definitely you will pass. Okay, now that is it for the focused breakdown of MMPC 11. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and share this video with the people you think might benefit from this. Also, consider subscribing to Anu's Classroom and enable the notifications to never miss an update on the new videos. If you want a downloadable version of the most important units that we've just now discussed, you can scan the QR code that is shown on the screen and you will be taken to it. Happy learning. Good luck with your exams.